I guess right now I'm going to go over, like, some of the players and, like, say, like, what I thought of them this season. Taysom Hill, you know, he did what he could do. I mean, it's just, yeah, he did what he could do, and I thought he did pretty good at times. You know, he runs the ball well. Towards the end, he made some, like, pretty good throws. Again, the Falcons game and the game before that. I thought he did, you know, good as a thrower. You know, explosive plays. I mean, he definitely helped us win games, of course. So, yeah, Trevor Siemian, I already talked about him. I think he's underrated. Alvin Kamara is just amazing. He got like 140 yards or something against Atlanta. So, but obviously for the whole season, it's Alvin Kamara. Come on, Mark Ingram. It's unfortunate he got hurt. But when he was on the field and when he wasn't banged up, especially like the first 2 games, I was so happy. I think the Bucks was his opening game. Yeah, his starting game. I saw him in person. He was really good, really explosive. Picked up a couple first downs. So yeah, just unfortunate he got hurt. Tony Jones Jr. and Ty Montgomery, they're decent backups. I know a lot of people want us to either draft or find another running back. So yeah, but they're decent. Like, they've picked up like first downs and whatnot. But yeah, Quan Smith, the whole receiving group is just, you know, like they disappoint, then sometimes they don't. But towards the end, Quan Smith, I will say, no, because he was banged up. Like, he didn't even play not Atlanta, the game before that. But I don't know, when he's on the field, yeah, but this receiving room is questionable. Having Michael Thomas is going to be huge, though, because Quan won't be against, I think, he's number 1. So, against the number 1 cornerback. So, we just need Michael Thomas back. I don't even know if we're going to keep him. That's what people are saying. I don't know what's happening with that. I would like to keep him, though, but I will see. Kenny Stills was a bust. That was such a bust, bro. There were times, like, he wasn't even inactive. He was inactive sometimes. Like, Sean purposely I don't think he was hurt. He just wasn't activated. It's like Sean was done with him. Like, he was on the field and then he just like wouldn't put up anything. But yeah, Kenny Stills was a bust, bro. Deontay Harris, I'm most proud of him. Dude is not, you know, he's not even, I don't even think he's like a receiver, right? Because he just, you know, returns punts. But dude has some hands and is speedy. I'm really impressed with him. Ty Montgomery, I mean, yeah, again, it was like, I don't even know how many catches he had, to be honest. Kevin White, he got hurt. Adam Trotman, bust. No, not bust, but he underperformed heavily. The way they were hyping this man up in preseason and then like how he was playing now. Why don't I see Callaway on here? Looking at the roster. Oh, there he is. Missed him. Marquez Callaway, good hands. He has good hands, but it's just like whenever the body whenever the ball does not touch his body, or when it touches his body, not his hands, he like drops it. But he catches some contested catches, and it's just like the ones you see where it's like kind of simple, easy, he just drops it. It's like, I don't understand that. But they hyped him up in preseason too. But you know, he's not like as bad as Adam Trotman, to be honest. But yeah, Marquez Callaway's solid. I mean, he's still young. He's gonna develop. I'm excited to see him, especially the last couple games. He's looked pretty good, except, you know, the drops. But he'll work on that. Nick Vannett, whenever we did see him, he was pretty good. I liked him. Yeah, he was good. Juwan Johnson, pretty good too. I think he had like at least like 3 touchdowns, maybe. It was earlier on this season. But yeah, I would like to see him more involved. But he can catch. You know, I like him. Yeah. Okay, offensive line. Teron Armstead, well, he's hurt. I don't know what we're going to do about him next season. I don't know. Calvin Throckmorton, whenever I did see him, I don't watch film or anything or study, you know, the offensive line like that. But whenever I did see him, he was pretty solid, you know. Andres Pete, hurt. Eric McCoy, solid. Cesar Ruiz. That's all I gotta say. Yeah, Ryan Ranchek. Ryan Ranchek, we know, is the GOAT. I'm pretty sure, I don't know if he had an off season, but obviously, like, he's probably the best tackle on this team. Yeah, but I don't know if he has had an off season, but Ramchek is probably still the best tackle on this team. James Hurts, I don't really know what to make of him, but yeah, that's it for the offensive line. But defensive line, Cameron Jordan stepped up his game. Somehow when he got COVID, he got injected with superhuman powers because dude was going off after that game. After he got COVID and was cleared, like, he was looking like old prime Cam Jordan. He was going off. Had so many sacks. But I'm happy for him. I was waiting for that all season long, and it finally came. Carl Granderson, he good. I don't know how many sacks he had. I wish I could tell, but if I click this, it's gonna take forever. But Tano Passinho, I think I'm saying his name right. He got hurt, but from what I saw, he was good. He was racking up the numbers. Shy Tuttle, he's there. I think he had some type of impact against the Atlanta game, but doesn't like see the field, or he doesn't like make impact that much. Christian Ringo, I've seen his name pop up. I think he's pretty good. David Onyemata, I think it's pretty solid. Again, I don't really like watch film, or like the only time I hear the defensive line name is if they get a sack. So yeah, but Marcus Davenport, when healthy, is really good and effective. Jalen Holmes, I've heard his name. I don't exactly know how he's done. Yeah, I don't know how he's done, but yeah. Peyton Turner obviously got hurt, but when he was on the field, he was pretty good. So excited to see what he does. Quan Alexander and Demario Davis, I mean, there's not enough you can say about them. You see them all over the field making plays, bringing the energy and the explosiveness to this team. I mean, A++ to both of them. Zach Bond, from what I saw, I like what I see in Zach Bond as well. Paulson Adebo, I think he's good. He's a rookie. So he's gonna mess up, but I mean, he's covering some pretty, like, good guys on the other end. Like, obviously I think he got a pick. Was it the Atlanta game? Or maybe the game before, but he got a pick. I think it was the Atlanta game. But yeah, the Atlanta game. And I think, Matt Ryan was like, okay, because, technically kind of lost the game. The first game, I think it was Cordell Patterson. And that was like the game-ending touchdown that he gave up. I think Matt Ryan was like, all right, we're going to throw it on him and pick on him. But, yeah, I think he got the interception that game. But, yeah, I know that probably felt really good for him. But, yeah, he's a rookie. Does he give up plays? Yes. But so does, Marshawn Lattimore from time to time, and he's a rookie. I think he's doing great. So I know there's a point where he was just, like, not really looking good for him, but he's bounced back, and, again, rookie, he's pretty good. So, yeah. Malcolm Jenkins, solid, obviously. He makes, his him being a veteran and knowing, the plays, and he's a leader on the team for sure on the defensive side. So, yeah, and what did he get, a forced fumble? I don't know if it was the Atlanta game, but, yeah, he got a forced fumble one of these games, and, he's really good. CJ Gardner Johnson, I think he has 3 interceptions on the year. I was checking the interception list a little bit, but, yeah, I mean, the dude is really good in pass coverage. I mean, he takes on, like, guys like Gronk, and just, like, I don't know if he gets mostly tight ends, but in pass coverage, he is really good. Again, 3 interceptions. He spots the ball when it's, on the ground with the, running game. He's all over the field, and Tom Brady, that was funny. I'm glad he got that pick that day as well, but CJ Gardner Johnson, I feel like you can really tell that he loves this team, and he loves playing at the position he does, and he loves all the guys in the city. I really feel that with him. and like he's just funny. Like he does his stuff and he does it so well, and like yeah, and he just brings that energy, like that swagger, that like pettiness type of thing. Like, you know, he's gonna get the last word or the last laugh, and I love that about him. He shows up. He does his stuff. So man, CJ Gardner Johnson's awesome. JT Gray, see him mostly on special teams, but he is good on special teams. You always see him, the name called. Marcus Williams, again, it was funny, like, the secondary usually always has, like, the little bumps in the road in, like, the first couple of games, but, and, like, you know, Marcus Williams, like, will be behind and, you know, not in his spot. But it didn't really happen this year. Marcus Williams, very solid. I'm not sure how many interceptions he had, but yeah, he did his stuff too. Marshawn Lattimore, there was points in the season where we're just like, man, he needs to get back on the ball. But, you know, he cleaned up. He did really well. I mean, he's guarding, you know, the top receiver every single game, and I think he does well as well, really well. I love our secondary, and our secondary, you know, when we weren't necessarily getting pass rush, that was the thing that was, like, really, really solid. It was the secondary, because, yeah, we weren't, at a certain point, we weren't generating a lot of pass rush, and, like, the only thing that was, like, keeping the score low was the secondary. But we were able to get a little bit pass rush towards the end, which I like, especially Cam Jordan was a big help with that, but we got a lot of people healthy and back, so yeah. Running game, I want to talk about with the offense. Alvin Kamara, you know, this was his first kind of, like, you know, towards the beginning of the season, he was the main running back. Then we had Mark, but then Mark got hurt. And but Alvin Kamara's doing his thing. He had a lot of workload, and he's still amazing. He's great. Just the star on our team. Again, the passing game, receiver room needs help, but they've looked better towards the end. Quarterback, we're gonna have to talk about that in another video. The future of the quarterback position, or yeah, in New Orleans. Last thing I do want to say, Blake Gilligan, wow, like, I did not expect that. You know, obviously Thomas Morstead, last year was his last season, and I was, you know, we're hearing great things about Blake Gilligan, but he, you know, he's really good. Not sure how much he's averaging per punt. I've got to say it's probably in the 50s, but I don't exactly know, so don't take my word. But, I mean, he would pin guys now at the, like, under the 10, more specifically, like, sometimes, like, under the 5 yard line. I mean, he's just great. There were multiple times in this season where Blake Gilligan looked like the best Saints player on both sides of the ball. I mean, that shows how awesome and amazing Blake Gilligan looked. Like, you know, he's pinning guys, making the opposing offense go the long way and a long distance. But then again, it also shows kind of how bad we looked at times. But, yeah, Blake Gilligan is amazing. And then, we have Brett Maher right now. It's not, our kicking room also isn't consistent. Hopefully Willets can get back, and hopefully he's the same. He was having a little bit of a rough little patch before he got hurt, but hopefully he can, you know, go back to Clutch Lutz, there we go. Not Klutz, but Clutch Lutz, because Brett Maher is not consistent still. He missed, I think a field goal, a 30-something field goal last game, and, like, he kind of misses extra points as well. I think he might have missed one in the Atlanta game, too. But, but Blake Gilligan really good. Brett Maher, he's okay from the people we did have, but hopefully Will Lutz gets better, so. But that about wraps it up. Thank you guys so much for watching. There's a lot to discuss and talk about, stuff that happened this season. So hopefully I talked about, you know, the stuff that you've guys been wanting to know, or just, you know, the, like, most interesting and, you know, talked about topics. But if not, leave it in the comment section, or if something you guys want to tell me, leave in the comments below as well. I tried to be active somewhat on Instagram. Like, I would post to my story, you know, people's other posts, and, you know, give my feedback, you know, type a little something about what I thought. But yeah, on YouTube, I wasn't active at all because fall 2021. So last semester was my first time living on campus and also taking classes on campus, obviously. But yeah, it was my first time. So it was a lot and overbearing. Half of the time, obviously, I was at my dorm, so I wasn't here, you know, making videos. And I would return home some weekends and just for like a day, 2 days, basically. But every time I was just either occupied with something else or like I was just, you know, having some free time. And yeah, but I was still active with the Saints. I knew like pretty much every injury report. I kept on track of it, like, you know, every time some type of news came out. So I was still definitely looking at it. Of course, watched every game, every Sunday. I went to 4 games though this season, all at home. I went to the Giants game, I went to the Falcons game, I went to the Bucks game, and my final game was the Dolphins game. So I think I'm one of 3, and who would have thought it would have been, if you gave me all those teams, who would have thought it would have been against the Bucks? But that comeback was awesome. I went, it was during Halloween. So yeah, but that comeback was, well, I don't know if we were down at that point, but you know, we were underdogs, you know, against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and you know, Jameis got hurt, and I was like, oh my god. But you know, we managed to win that game, and that was pretty awesome. But yeah, I'm 1-3, and they only won against the Bucks, and I saw all the other losses. So usually I have a winning record, or you know, some type of, nothing like that. That was crazy. We didn't do well at home. But it's been like that, you know, that stereotype of like, oh, you know, the Saints are hard to defeat at home. Lately, we've been playing better on the road. But yeah, but whatever. But yeah, just a lot. It's a lot different from online classes versus real life stuff. And I'm getting more into my major. I'm majoring in graphic design, and so there's a lot of hands-on work, like projects. Like I had a lot of projects due all the time. Like things that were just like, it took so much you know, time and consideration. I had to be very careful because, you know, it is technically an art major, so I have to be very precise with my work. It took a lot of time, and yeah, but I think next semester, not that it really matters, there's not going to be like a lot of videos. Saint season is over, so the spring semester, I should have a better grip of it. That was just like very overwhelming. I did not expect that at all. It was a lot of adjusting to get used to, but I think this semester I'll be pretty good. I got that gist of it. But yeah, I'll still try to make videos relating to off-season things, or like the more important news. I know we've signed a couple people, gave them new contracts, but yeah, there's some stuff that is gonna come up pretty soon. Obviously the draft, and just like, you know, re-signing of big players or letting them go, and I will make videos on that. But next season, you know, when the season actually starts, this will not happen again. I will not allow it to happen again, because I miss doing videos and, you know, interacting with people and, you know, talking more about Saints. So, but yeah, this took me by a surprise. But thank you guys so much for watching. Again, if you guys want to leave anything, there's a comment section below, and make sure to type any question or just anything. But yeah, who dat forever, and I'll see you guys in the next one.